Hi guys, this is another quick behind the scenes actually, and it sort of goes on from what I was doing last night, yeah, basically I picked up the screen on the right there. When I was using OBS Studio, that used to be this, which will now probably go upstairs to one of my son's desks. This big 4x3. It's heavy, flipping heavy. Whereas today I picked up for $50 this beautiful, looks hardly used, LG 23-inch, and it's not a monitor, it's a TV / monitor. So when I went to look at it, for $50, so about £25, £25 depending on the exchange rate. It's got DVI in, it's got VGA in, it's got VGA out, I don't know why. It's got full composite in, including the whole, composite split or whatever you call it. I can't remember what the correct name for it is. And it's a TV, so it's got RF in, and yeah, because of the composite in, that's what I'm actually using through the TV modulator. So just so you know what we're looking at here. So stereo sound into the back of the TV, obviously, and then instead of going via the RF, and I've done a separate video on this, but I just haven't edited it yet, about plugging a TV into an Amiga into a semi-modern TV. So you can actually come out the composite here, which I never did back in the day, so not the audio in, don't confuse them, but the composite video out into the back of the TV, and that works fine. But the great thing about this, if I just plonk you back on the tripod there, is I've got a remote, which I'm sure will come in useful, but it's that I've got an input button here, and if I do that, I think the batteries are a bit dodgy in this remote. I had to just take them out just now and put them back in. That's all right, I'll use the one, the remote does work. I use this, so input. And voila. There's my PC. Now, as a PC monitor, it's a little bit blurry, a tiny bit. It's an HD screen, but it gives me some extra screen real estate. I think it's absolutely fine, to be honest. So yeah, so basically as a setup, and it's interesting, it's not as crisp as a CRT. You can't go past a CRT. So for general gaming, then it'll be fine. In terms of if I want to get the full gaming experience, then I would go back to the CRT, which I've still got. Not going to get rid of that. There's a particular Batman TV that I want to get my hands on as well, so that would be nice, and that's a nice small screen. But it's the back of those TVs that's a pain. There's two pains with the CRTs in what I'm trying to do here. One is the back of the TV. You forget how bulky that makes them look. Like, this is a 23-inch screen. The CRT in the corner there that I was using before is a 21-inch screen, but the bulk of the device is just so much bigger that there is no way that would fit on this desk and still give me room for a computer and two computers and essentially two keyboards. The Amiga is 2-in-1, obviously. So yeah, so again, it's just a bit of a behind the scene following on from the one that I uploaded last night as to where I'm at with that. But the main thing for me is, as you saw, for recording, if I choose to record off an actual screen, not off the capture, so this is sort of another stab at the same thing and seeing what is actually going to be best. That gives a nice clear. Like I said, it's a little bit blurry because of the nature of the screen, but in terms of videoing, it's a nice clear screen for you guys to look at, and there's going to be no lag, which is good, and there is going to be no strobing, most importantly. So no lag in comparison to using this device that I was using yesterday. I noticed I cut the audio out because I had my hand over the microphone on the webcam, sorry about that, last night. But that's the little device. It's just called an Easy Cap. These are dirt cheap, and I've used these to stream professional events. It's such a good budget solution. They're like $15 or something. They're crazy, do a lot, but what they don't do is stream the audio. They're not designed for streaming, so the audio doesn't come through when you're streaming. They're designed for capturing, and the software that it comes with is designed for capturing from VHS through your USB into, so you can digitize VHS tapes and that kind of thing. That's what it's designed for. So it's a square peg in a round hole in what I'm using it for. So there's that. The only shame in doing it this way is you're still going to get mono sound. Whereas if I go with the through the streaming solution, then I can rig up through my Zoom H1 microphone. You would be getting, if I have the Zoom H1 microphone and my Cream speakers on the desk as well, then you'd be getting stereo sound sort of acoustically rather than digitally. So I'm torn, because I know that solution has lag. This has no lag. It just means I don't get the funky stuff like the logo and the picture-in-picture. How much does that matter? I don't know. Oh, look, I could... Sometimes you have to think outside the box. By the way, the amount of times I go to use my Amiga mouse to control my PC, and I've only just set this up. But if on my PC, you know, I could do this. This is really kind of, this is the cheats way out. And I'll zoom out in a sec so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. But you know, you could do something like that, or even I could go full screen with that. But then how comfortable is that going to be? I don't know. Or unless I find, the other thing I could do is just find a nice sort of further out I can't see what you're going to be seeing here, so I'm going to kill that. I could just have a bit of a further out. What am I running over with my chair? Several things. But assuming I'm slightly, you know, you could have that. I don't know. I'll play about and see how different things look. In fact, let's do some just quick. I'm playing a game. In fact, let's actually play this game. What's accelerate? Ah, it's fire and, okay, fire and, oops. By the way, and this is a heads up for Dave Plays Retro Games Badly, this is, I would call this about my 5th attempt. And this wasn't meant to be an attempt, I was just playtesting, but as you can see, I'm on the 4th level, and I've still got 2 lives left. So I'll record the last level, and if it happens to be my successful attempt, well then that's 5, mate. If you don't see it uploaded as a successful attempt, well then I'm still going. I do like this level, it's a good level. Anyway, I'm not here to play right now, but I have paused that because I'm like, this could be the one. All right, yeah, so I'll keep playing about and come up with the best thing. Unfortunately, the other thing I thought I could do is actually just reposition the webcam, and I could get another webcam, which I do have, but it's a lower resolution, so that the webcam picks up the screen. But I happen to have chosen one of the very few webcams that doesn't have a tripod holder. Because then I could still use OBS Studio. That's my thinking with that. So I'd have one webcam looking at my noggin and another webcam looking at the screen. I still might do that, because at the end of the day, this is standard definition stuff, isn't it? So the resolution may not matter. So I'll give that a go as well later, and I'll maybe upload that as another one. Okay. All right. Cheers.